It's the semi-final match of the week, ladies and gentlemen, and that means it's championship contenders to be determined. The top 4 wrestlers, the top 4 tandems going at it.
The following contest is scheduled for up to 7 falls and 3 eliminations, and it is a reshuffle match in the tag team division. Introducing first, making their way to the ring, the tag team combination of the penultimate fighter, Lee Masters, the Suplex Master, Sammy Nix. Together they are the New Classics.
The number 1 contenders to the World's Tag Team Championship going into this night. However, they're going to have to fight like hell to stay there. Incidentally, popcorn and drinks being sold at concession stands throughout the building. You have time to go get some.
And their opponents, introducing first, making their way to the ring, the tag team combination of the Serpentine Sensation, Henry Meets Sky, and King Akira. Together they are Monster Union.
Notable by her absence, of course, is the Manipulator. The leader, the founder of Monster Union, the guild president, if you will. This match is going to be about more than simply putting wins in the win column in the win-loss rankings, though that is still going to happen. The winner of this match, the last team standing, will be the number 1 contenders for the Augments and the AWL World's Tag Team Championship. The losers of the final fall, the final team eliminated number 2 contenders, and so on and so forth. We are reshuffling the AWL Best 4 of the Tag Team Division for the first time ever. Viva Monster Union! They currently control the AWL World's Tag Team Championships of the Joshi Division. Former Intercontinental Champion in Hibitsukai. And of course, King Akira giving Jigoku Destroyer a real run for his money back at the season premiere. But none of that matters right now. It's all about the men's Tag Team Championship.
Introducing next, making their way to the ring from the Unified School of the Tiger style, Shin Tiger Jr., Black Tiger Justice, the Tiger Brothers.
And controversy surrounding this team, the only team that did not fight in the Forge to determine the original AWL Best 4 for the Tag Team Division. They were handed this slot by their senpai, who said it is time for the young generation to take the lead. And there are quite a few out there who do not agree with this idea, saying that these young Tigers did not earn their right to be in this match, to be in the Best 4.
Finally, making their way to the ring, from the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear, Matt Classic Senior. From the Independent Circuit, Matt Classic 2. Together they are House Classic.
The inventor of professional wrestling, the innovator of professional wrestling. That's 2 different things. Ladies and gentlemen, in the AWL Best 4 because of their victory over Familia at our Supercard event, Oh Bonanza. Every match counts in the AWL. They defeated the other intergenerational tag team to earn this spot at the bottom of the Best 4. And if they can run the table or just outlast every other team, they've got a chance to leave tonight number 1 contenders. All 4 of these teams do. Let's get it on. 20 minutes on the clock, and immediately it goes crazy. 20 minutes on the clock. We've had 3 of these already this week. I don't need to explain to you at this point. Elimination rules. Here we go. The last team standing will face the Augments for the AWL World's Tag Team Championship at a date to be determined. And already 2 have fallen to the outside. Reminder that pinfalls and submissions count only inside that AWL 20 by 20 foot ring. And look at this, airplane spin by Matt Classic. And cover for the 1 off of a Rana, I think. Sammy Nix almost the first one out. And let's talk about some of the dynamics here. Matt Classic Sr., obviously the partner and trainer of his son, Matt Classic 2, but also the trainer of the new Classics. That's where they get that name. So Lee Masters in the blue trunks, Sammy Nix in the orange. Their sensei, their teacher, is in the ring with them right now as an opponent. This is not the first time this has happened by any stretch of the imagination, but it's always awkward. It's always a challenge when you're going up against the guy that taught you everything you know, but you know he didn't teach you everything he knows. And that's always the dynamic with any of Matt Classic's trainees, and he's had a lot of them over the years. Cover, 1, 2. I do not believe Matt Classic has ever trained a mummy. And Classic bringing the limited human fans and the rest of the Simuverse place-holding robots into the match. And there's the claw! The classic claw! Hisatsuwaza! The classic claw locked in on the enormous head. Perhaps the bandages offering some protection as he's fighting it off. King Akira fighting it off, withstanding the classic claw. Very few can do that. Poison Rana from the Black School of the Tiger style. And a huge, just running him over. I'm not really sure what you would call that. Just running into the guy's shoulder tackle, apparently. Focusing on what's going on inside the ring right now. But it looks like Monster Union right here in front of the commentation station at ringside. Calling. Oh, a huge boot right to the mask of Shin Taiga Jr. As Matt Classic Jr. and Sammy Nix in the ring. Ministerial suplex to Sammy Nix. You do not suplex the suplex master. I'm sure his father has taught him that. But you can hit him. Oh, with a fireman's carry into the ropes. Referees counts up to 4. I'm not entirely sure on whom. And an airplane spin by the son into a cutter. Taking what his father invented and bringing it up a level. And there's the cover of Hibitsukai for the 1. No. Immediate kick out by the Serpentine sensation of Monster Union. Former Intercontinental Champion, Spine Buster. A couple of right hands exchanged between the students. Got a huge was that a moonsault? Rak Taiga Justice flying through the air with the greatest of ease, coming out of nowhere. As his partner and Matt Classic Sr. fighting on the outside, less than 2 meters away from me. Inverted DDT. We gotta get the table out of here, guys. This is getting ridiculous. Oh, knife edge chop here at the commentation station. I'm right near the timekeeper's area. And 2 men rolling out of the outside. That'll restart the count at 1. And oh, diving DDT on penultimate fighter Lee Masters into the cover. Oh, 1, 2. Trying to call this action when I'm getting a tiger thrown in my face. This is getting ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. 16 minutes left on the clock. It has spread out across the entire Animated Wrestling League arena. Our placeholder fans in the Simuverse robots getting a full view of the action here at the AWL Arena, the world's famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. And what do we have here? Submission opportunity, rear naked choke, and Hibitsukai taps out.
Hibitsukai has been eliminated.
That's not a win for the new Classics, and Monster Union with King Akira still technically alive here. So that's going to put a target on the super heavyweight King Akira's back. You can just change the bandages later and get rid of it.
Open take on. 5 minutes. 5 minutes past.
And again, Shin Tiger. Is this throw Shin Tiger Jr. into the announce table day and nobody told me? I'm getting nuts. Both the Classics in the ring, as are both the Tigers now. And finally, everybody returns to the squared circle. No, actually, no. Junior hanging on for a second. Trying to get, oh, this is not, oh God. Sammy Nix, the suplex master. Outside in superplex. And a Matt Classic crested Tiger Jr. as Matt Classic saves his son from his student and goes up. Powerbomb. In his day, that was a match ender. 1, 2, and it ends the match of Sammy Nix.
Sammy Nix has been eliminated.
Huge splash in the corner by King Akira. And now both King Akira and Lee Masters, the sole remaining members of their teams, and Matt Classic showing his power and strength even at the age of... And going for a Hurricane Rana, rolls him up. Yes, successful Rana for the 1, 2, no. 2.5, says senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. And now Matt Classic trying to show off, I think, that gets a side Egyptian leg sweep for the 1, 2, kick out. And a takedown, a complete shot almost on the outside. Can you guys get back in the ring, please? I don't speak Egyptian. You, there, go. Yeah, seriously, I don't speak a word of Egyptian. 13 minutes. Plenty of time on the clock here as Lee Masters going in and out of the ring. I don't know why. Maybe breaking the count for some reason? He doesn't have a partner to save here. Possible double team. With the Sons of Classic. No! Black Tiger Justice escaping the Sons of Classic in the ring as Classic himself getting thrown pillar to post on the outside. 12 and a half minutes remaining. Ankle lock on the inside. Kick away by one of the Tigers, by Black Tiger Justice. Going up. Tiger Bomb! 1, 2. Kick out of the Tiger Bomb. And now all 6 men back in the ring is King Akira. King Akira looks to be looking for a tag. Black Tiger Buster from Black Tiger Justice. Goes for the knee, doesn't get it. Cover, referee out of position with the 1, 2, 3, and that's at least a 5 count.
The Masters and the New Classics have been eliminated.
That means the New Classics go from rank 1 to rank 4, tumbling from the top of the rankings all the way to the bottom. And that's a win for the Tiger brothers in the win-loss rankings. Wait a minute, no! Breaking the classic claw. The Tigers looking to cement. The Tigers come into this in rank 3, so they just have to outlast one more tag team in order to move up. And of course, the ultimate goal to be the last team standing. We're now into essentially a tornado tag match with an extra mummy. At standing corkscrew moonsault. I love this. By Black Tiger Justice as he gets thrown halfway across the ring by King Akira. Matt Classic Jr. in the ring as well. Cover on Shin Tiger Jr. for the 1, 2, 3.
Shin Tiger Jr. has been eliminated.
Note how nobody broke the tag up there. Black Tiger Justice couldn't get there, and nobody else was going to help another team. Especially at no detriment to their own. And there's the classic claw again. Really close to the ropes, however. But now notice how it would be a win and a promotion for Matt Classic Jr. and Senior. So there is help in the breakup. Right hand by the Mummy. We've got 2 old school wrestlers, a Black Tiger and a Mummy, in the ring, halfway through the time limit, right about now.
Different take on, 10 minutes. 10 minutes passed.
This has been incredible action all week tonight in the tag team division. Points galore. Back elbow, and I think you will learn a Mummy can bleed. Matt Classic Senior going up against Black Tiger Justice, and Matt Classic 2 going up against King Akira, the only intact tag team. House Classic playing the numbers right now. They're assuming there's not going to be an alliance between Tiger and Mummy, and I agree. And there's Junior reaching up with the Classic Claw, the family Hisatsuwaza, the Classic Claw, and this is actually an advantage for the Tigers. And yes, submission.
And Monster Union have been eliminated.
That makes Monster Union the number 3 contenders, and that would actually promote the Tigers to at least number 2, if not number 1. If Black Tiger Justice can go the distance against both father and son, I think he might be able to. Atomic Age for the 1, 2, kick out. Maybe call it a post-Atomic Age going off. No, reverse. No, wait a minute. A little miscommunication between father and son here. Leg snap as Senior letting Junior kind of dictate the pace. Matt Classic Jr. looking for the victory. Classic Claw! He took out the Mummy with the Classic Claw. Can he take out the Tiger and make his papa proud? Tiger with nowhere to go. Black Tiger Justice, BTJ in trouble. And that's it! Good night, Irene! Who the hell is Irene? We have number 1 contenders, Augments versus House Classic. I want to see that match.
Here are your winners, House Classic!
And there you see the updated AWL Best 4. Tomorrow, the women do the exact same thing in the main event of the week. Ashita mo Suzuku.